And welcome to another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Today's April 2nd, 2022, Saturday. Follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on Twitter at Michigan_Truth and like it on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Want to give a few business shout outs here before we talk about the issue at hand. First off, Cali Tickets. Contact Mark Goldman of Cali Tickets at 877-225-8425 or visit calitickets.com. That's Cali Tickets. That's the former sponsor of what was the Detroit Sports Rag. Now in full support of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Cali Tickets, again, 877-225-8425 or visit calitickets.com. Also, visit Evergreen Resort, the true up north, located in downtown Cadillac, home of Curly's Bar and Grill and Passage North Golf Restaurant, serving hot breakfast every Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 10 a.m. Visit evergreenresort.com. That's Evergreen Resort, home of Curly's Bar and Grill and Passage North, the true up north, located in downtown Cadillac. Next up, Northern Star Event Rentals. Contact Heather Krzyzewski at 231-884-8195 or like their Facebook page. They provide bounce houses, water slides, obstacle courses, large tents and small tents, and it's now taking bookings for the season. Also, finally, Marco's Pizza, located 2550 Capitol Avenue Southwest Suite 140 in Battle Creek, Michigan, 49015. Visit their website, marcos.com. Open until midnight. Donate a pizza to the Battle Creek Homeless Shelter today. That's Marco's Pizza in Battle Creek. Okay, so let's get to the issue at hand, all that being spread out. Nancy Kaffer of the Detroit Free Press from March 31st of 2022, that was earlier this week, that was just 2 days ago, wrote her opinion column headlining opinion, Ilitch-owned company is issuing parking tickets. Can they do that? My answer is no. That is stealing money. I explain why by reading this article and coming up with my own words. So here we go. Matt Wilkinson comes downtown a lot for ball games and shows at Detroit theaters. Ball games such as the Tigers and Lions, Red Wings and Pistons. The Red Wings have played hockey with a puck, But before the pandemic, he volunteered as a tour guide for Preservation Detroit. That's the name of the business owned by the Ilitch family. So when the 49-year-old was heading to a show at the Fox Theater last Saturday, he drove in before on West Adams between Cass and Clifford. One attendant waved him in and collected his $20. A second directed him to a spot business as usual. But when Wilkinson got back to his truck after the show, he was surprised to see a parking ticket on his windshield, and even more surprised that the $50 ticket, $100 after 14 days, had been issued not by Detroit's municipal parking department, but by Olympia Development. So that's the company, Olympia Development. Not Preservation Detroit. My bad. Olympia Development is the real estate development arm of the Ilitch family's business operations, which include the Little Caesars pizza chain, the Detroit Tigers, the Detroit Red Wings, Little Caesars Arena, Comerica Park, and the Fox Theater itself. It isn't an arm of Detroit government or any other law enforcement agency. The agencies that normally issue parking citations. for parking illegally. When Wilkinson returned to his car on Saturday night, Wilkinson said he saw tickets on the windshields of nearly every car in the lot, and 4 workers standing around a golf cart appeared to be writing them. He told one of the people writing citations, quote, your entrances are wide open. A man flagged me into this lot and said it was $20 to park. I paid and the other man parked me. There's 100 other people here, unquote. The ticket writer was apologetic but unyielding. Wilkinson recalled, quote, she said, I'm sorry, sir, you can appeal it. You can appeal it, unquote. So, it continues on. Can Olympia levy parking fines? So here's the deal. As we continue on here, Wilkinson doesn't dispute Olympia's right to charge for parking or to deny anyone access to its property. But if the lot was closed on a busy Saturday night, he wonders, why wasn't it secured? And if the people who took his $20 weren't Olympia employees, who were they? He's also wondering, does a private corporation like Olympia even have the authority to levy fines or collect them? I'm having trouble finding an answer to his question. A spokesman for Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan referred questions to Olympia Development, saying the incident occurred on private property and doesn't involve the city or its municipal parking department. Olympia admits that it has a parking team that issues citations, but didn't answer my questions about how the parking team operates or under what authority it issues tickets. So as we pause right here, the Ilitch family is trying to hide something with no authority whatsoever, no legal authority whatsoever. That is so baffling. Ed Sens, Director of Communications for Olympia Development, wrote in an email, quote, occasionally we issue citations for vehicles parked in spaces marked reserved for residents or tenants or restricted for other reasons. In this situation, our parking team mistakenly issued a citation and will work with the guest to resolve the issue, unquote. Wilkinson said he emailed Science on Tuesday. On Wednesday, after I asked about his citation, Olympia Vice President of Parking Mike Harris contacted Wilkinson to apologize, saying he had been ticketed in error and offering him a free parking pass. In an email, Harris told Wilkinson that, quote, all of the citations were voided. Well, that's good. So right there, I can read, they fixed the problem right there. Now the unanswered questions. But the company didn't explain to Wilkinson why they ticketed him in the first place, or under what circumstances the company believes it could legitimately issue a ticket. And Science hadn't responded to my follow-up email by the Free Press print deadline Wednesday evening. So I still have a lot of questions. When did Olympia start issuing tickets? How does the company enforce payment? If the lot at Cass and West Adams was closed that night, why wasn't it secured? Who took Wilkinson's money? Can a private business even issue parking tickets? If you're one of those drivers who was cited Saturday night, or if you've been ticketed at an Olympia parking facility on another occasion, please send me a photo of your citation at the email address listed below. I'd love to talk to you. Attorney General Dana Nessel encourages anyone who has been issued a parking ticket by a private business to file a complaint with her office. One longtime lot operator I consulted said that a business can require payment from drivers it believes have parked illegitimately, but said such notice should be accompanied by an honor box or some way to pay on the spot. The veteran lot operator said, quote, there should be signage that says no free parking at any time, pay into this box. But people don't look at the sign anyway. They look at the guy with the flag who looks like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, unquote. He said every parking operator is familiar with the scam. Yeah, it's a scam in which imposters tried to collect money from unsuspecting drivers, adding, quote, I never would have put tickets on a bunch of cars when it was my fault not putting an operator on the lot in time, unquote. Playing by their own rules, question mark. The Ilitches are one of the richest families in America. Matriarch Marian Ilitch ranks 253rd on Forbes magazine Fortune 500. Yeah, I'll bet she and the rest of the Ilitch family, including Chris, cheapskate parking lot king Chris Ilitch, have been stealing money. But for what reasons? But for their own personal gain? At times, the family seems to play by its own rules. Yeah, that means they care about themselves and nobody else on earth. That pisses me off. Outside of the sports and entertainment venues, the family's Detroit real estate holdings are massive and inconsistently maintained. Some have been ticketed for blight. I don't know what that is, but I'll look it up in the dictionary later on. The company's vast network of surveillance cameras use controversial facial recognition technology, and the Ilitches have refused to answer questions about it. See, they hide every truth behind every controversy. They are a bunch of hideous liars. The entire Ilitch family is. The Ilitches promised to develop residential and commercial sites around the area in exchange for public subsidies remains largely unfulfilled. Yeah, they'll stay unfulfilled forever, for the rest of life, through the end of time. What the Ilitches have built is parking lots. Spot on right there, Nancy. Spot on, Nancy. That's why we call that Chris Ilitch the parking lot king. The Ilitch family, the parking lot family. Their company has a near monopoly on parking around its holdings, profiting 2- and 3-fold off downtown visitors who park in their lots, attend events at Ilitch-owned venues, and eat and drink in Ilitch-owned establishments. Now it appears the Ilitches have found yet another way to capitalize on their assets. For their own personal gain, may I add, once again. Private companies often operate with little scrutiny and a great deal of autonomy, particularly in Detroit, where private security patrols public space throughout Midtown and downtown Detroit. Such companies are largely unaccountable, the Ilitch-owned companies, that is, for secretive practices such as how they employ private security, or for the Ilitches, even for public promises like constructing new housing and retail space, because they are not subject to the same open records laws as government entities. It's difficult to compel such companies to disclose information its owners prefer to keep private. The Ilitch family likes to keep everything private, everything that they own, every truth that they hide. And now one of them is writing parking tickets. And that's the end of the article. So, yeah, again, the Ilitch family is not only the parking lot family, they're trying to steal money. They're trying to scam everyone in the greater metropolitan Detroit area. And everyone else from the state of Michigan that travels down there to park somewhere. Just an absolutely blatant and hideous and slithering scam. Oh my God. Just they're trying to keep from selling the Red Wings and Tigers by scamming people of their money to, to keep for their own budget. They're going to get in trouble. Someone needs to impose a cease and desist order on the Ilitch family on all their businesses that they own, including the Tigers, Red Wings, Little Caesars, Olympia Entertainment, and so on and so forth. And God knows whatever else they have. So that's all I have to say. Credit to Nancy Kaffer of the Detroit Free Press. You can email Nancy Kaffer at nkaffer@freepress.com. And if you have the affordability to subscribe to the Free Press, do so. So that was a very important Michigan Sports Truth Podcast episode for Saturday, April 2nd, 2022. I'm Taylor Phillips. Follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on Twitter at Michigan_truth and like it on Facebook and subscribe to its YouTube channel. Again, shout out to Cali Tickets. Call 877-225-8425. Mark Goldman will answer your phone calls, or you can go to CaliTickets.com. Evergreen Resort. Visit up here in Cadillac, the true home of Curly's Bar and Grill and the Passage North Golf Restaurant, which serves hot breakfast every Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 10 a.m. Evergreenresort.com is the website. Also, Northern Star Event Rentals, 231-884-8195, or like their Facebook page. They provide bounce houses, water slides, obstacle courses, large and small tents. Now, they're now taking bookings for the season. And Marco's Pizza, 2550 Capitol Avenue, Southwest Suite 140, Battle Creek, Michigan, 49015. Visit their website, marcos.com. Open until midnight. Donate a pizza to the Battle Creek homeless shelter today. Or you can enjoy a pizza for yourself with whatever toppings you want. Again, Marco's Pizza. Also, if they have social media platforms, please follow them and like them on Facebook. Like their Facebook page if they have it. So I'm Taylor Phillips. I'll talk to you again next weekend or so. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Power to the people. Hit them with a highway arrestor case. Stay out of trouble.